Okay, so hi everyone. It is so nice to meet you all through this video. உங்கள் ஒவ்வொருவரையும் இந்த ஒரு ஸ்மால் கிளிப்பிங் மூலமாக சந்திப்பதில் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். I just wanted to share something that really strengthened me. Uh, Somebody recently asked me a question and they said, who is your favorite character in the Bible, or who is your favorite woman in the Bible? And I really like the character of Hannah. Let me tell you why. So Hannah was one who was loved so much by her husband. Though being loved so much by her husband, she lacked something in her life. She did not have a child. So, and the Bible also says that there was one of her family member who kept provoking her and saying, that you do not have a child, you do not have a child. And so Hannah was so disheartened. She was so upset. I know it's not easy even for us to handle, such words, such painful words, such words that really hurt our feelings. But the thing is, her husband loved her so much. அவருடைய கணவர் மிகவும் அதிகமாய் அவர்களை நேசித்தார்கள். ஆனாலும் அந்த புண்படுத்துகிறதான அந்த வார்த்தையை அன்னாளால் தாங்கிக் கொள்ள முடியவில்லை. And one day when they had to go to the temple, there is one thing that Hannah did. She just ran into the temple and she just poured out all her heart. She just poured out everything she had at the feet of Jesus. அன்னாள் பண்ண ஒரு காரியம், இப்படி அநேக வார்த்தைகளால் அவங்க குத்தப்பட்ட நேரத்திலும் ஆண்டவருடைய பாதத்தில் சென்று அவர்கள் தங்களுடைய இருதயத்தையே அவர்கள் ஊற்றி விட்டார்கள். எல்லாத்தையும் ஆண்டவர்கிட்ட சொன்னாங்க. And this amazing verse that really touched my heart. It says, then she went her way and ate something and her face was no longer downcast. பின்பு அவர்கள் துக்க முகமாய் இருக்கவில்லை. Hannah has come here to the temple and she has prayed. She has poured her heart all out in the presence of Lord, and the Bible clearly says that she was no longer downcast. பின்பும் அவர்கள் துக்க முகமாய் இருக்கவில்லை. I'm being reminded about something that happened in our family many years back. This was, I think, when I was doing my first year of college, when my mother had just withdrawn the amount that was required, the fee amount that was required to pay for my college education for a particular semester, and she had just then left it in her school bag, and she just left the staff room and gone out for a few minutes, and then she returned back and she found that the money that she had for my fees was missing. That was it. She was broken. She didn't know what to do because all that hard-earned money that she had just got it from the bank to pay for my education was just gone. And she was just devastated. She didn't know what to do. And just like Hannah, my mom had an amazing husband, my dad, who would love her and support her. But just, that loss of that money, loss of something that you really needed, when that was gone, she was really disheartened. She came back home. She was broken. Through the night, she just could not sleep. She would just wake up in the middle of the night and she would just cry. And we were also really worried. But there was one thing that we did as a family. We just went on our knees and prayed, and we knew that God would provide. And you know what? God provided our need so beautifully. ஆண்டவர் எங்களுடைய தேவைகளை அதிசயமாய் சந்தித்தார். The amazing thing is we just went to the presence of God and prayed, and then I never saw my mom cry about that later. That is the same thing that happened with Hannah. She was not downhearted anymore. She was not disheartened anymore. Such a beautiful thing it is when you just come to the presence of God and pour out your heart and tell Jesus about everything that you are going through. Sometimes you might have people around you to support you, who really love you, who really uphold you, but there are moments in your life when you just break down and you do not know what to do, because there is that void, there is that part, there is that piece of your heart, that part which only the presence of God can fill. And even this day, I do not know what you're going through, but if you can just come to the presence of the Lord and pour out your heart and say, Lord, take control. His beautiful peace will just fill you. His presence will fill you, and God will lead you beautifully. I would just like to end this with a small chorus that goes like this. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Oh, I've learned to depend upon His word. Yes, through everything that I have been through in my life, I have learned to trust and to depend on the word of God that gives me life and that carries me. And I pray that you also will be able to do the same thing in your life. May God bless all of you.